I'm afraid to finish this sentence. Because the last time I did, something finished it for me. It didn't whisper. It didn't scream. It just completed my words. And it knew exactly what I was going to say. My name is Daniel Harper. I'm not paranoid. I'm not superstitious. I'm a copy editor. Words are my life. I fix them, rearrange them, polish them. I spend hours staring at sentences, making sure they make sense. I live alone in a small apartment on the 3rd floor of an old brick building. Quiet neighborhood, quiet life. No history of mental illness, no drug use, no dramatic backstory. Just me and my words. Until the night. They started answering back. It started in late October. The air outside was cold and sharp. Wind pressed against my windows like fingertips. The radiator clicked softly behind me. Inside my apartment, everything was still. The faint hum of my computer. The ticking of the kitchen clock. The occasional creak of old pipes in the walls. The kind of silence that feels thick, heavy, like something is waiting inside it. I was working on a manuscript when I typed a sentence into the document. I have a feeling that something is standing behind the screen, flickered, and the sentence finished itself. I didn't type that last word, I laughed. A glitch, autocorrect, predictive text. That's what I told myself. I deleted the word. Tried again. I have a feeling that something is standing behind. The cursor blinked. Then slowly. Deliberately. The temperature in the room dropped. I didn't turn around. Instead, I tested it. I think this is just the beginning. My heart began to pound. Each time I started a sentence, it finished it. Not randomly, not incorrectly, but perfectly. Like it was inside my thoughts. I stood up too quickly, knocking my chair backward. "Who's there?" I said out loud. The computer speakers crackled. Then, a voice distorted, layered, almost like overlapping whispers came through. "You are." The lights flickered. And for just a second, I saw my reflection in the dark monitor. Except it wasn't copying me. It was smiling. I wasn't. I shut the laptop. The voice continued. Not through the speakers. Through the walls. Through the air. Finishing my thoughts before I could speak them. "I need to leave, but you won't." "I'm not scared, you're terrified." My own inner voice started to feel crowded. Like something had moved into my mind. Reality began to blur. Shadows stretched too long. Mirrors reflected me a second too late. And every unfinished thought felt dangerous. Because if I didn't complete it, it would. I finally understood, on the 3rd night. Exhausted. Sleepless. Shaking. This wasn't something in my apartment. It wasn't in the wiring. It wasn't in the computer. It was in the silence between thoughts. It only spoke when I left something unfinished. It lived in incompletion. In hesitation. In the space after a dash, and then I remembered something. As a child, I had an imaginary friend. One rule. Never stop mid-sentence. Because he doesn't like waiting. I had forgotten about him. But he hadn't forgotten about me. Tonight, I decided to test it. I opened my laptop, hands trembling, and typed, "You can't hurt me," because the cursor blinked. The air felt electric. The walls creaked. My reflection in the screen leaned closer than I did. And slowly, letter by letter, it typed, "I am you." The room went silent. Not quiet, silent. Like sound itself had been swallowed. My thoughts weren't separate anymore. They overlapped, merged. And I realized the truth. It never finished my sentences. It was starting them. The police report says I was found alone. Apartment undisturbed. Laptop open. A single sentence on the screen. Over and over again. I'm afraid to finish this sentence because they say it repeats 4 pages. No one knows who completed it. But sometimes, when I try to think, when I hesitate, when I almost stop mid-thought, I hear it breathing, waiting. I'm afraid to finish this sentence because you just did.